Greetings to you there, fine stranger, to our humble tavern. I see you've taken a liking to that there historical painting on the wall. There's more to that painting than meets the eye, there is. Many tales of old it does hold, if you have an ear for such things. Mind do, to hear these tales I speak of, one need only visit a local tavern such as the like of this one. For example, flip a silver coin in the cup of a tipsy musician, and take flight in the telling of their history through song. You can be sure that your coin is well spent, as the tales speak of great machines from beyond the stars, of creatures created for war, of the mighty battles fought, won and lost, and of the mightiest of them all, the Guardian, whose ultimate sacrifice saved us all. Though I may not be a gifted singer of songs, I know the tales well. For I was there, a lifetime ago, and I witnessed what none should see, but if it is to your liking, for a silver coin, a chapter one will share with you. So my new friend, if you have a thirst for travel, adventure, and a pitcher of ale to wet your lips, our tale can begin right here. Not so long ago, on a winter evening just like it is outside tonight, an icy chill filled the evening air as dark clouds concealed our illuminated twin moons that occasionally glimpsed through the veil of winter to reveal the landscape below. For amongst the coverage of moving shadows lay the remnants of an ancient fortress, much like the one across the stream, abandoned centuries ago during the great wars of salvation and legends of old. On this particular evening, over by the North Ridge is an old country road that climbs out from the cover of mist, twisting and turning, rising upwards to the lonely larch tree. Now those large trees bear the most splendor of fruits, but you dare not bite into one, for they will send you to your grave as sure as I'm sitting before you. But there is one creature, not made of this world, who feasts upon them until they are filled, and then they disappear into thin air. On this eve in question, such a creature nestled high up in the branches of that large tree, feasting on large fruit to pass the time while it waited. Its silhouette mostly hidden, if it wasn't for the occasional sparkle of moonlight, illuminating the creature's red diamond-like eyes that ever so briefly glowed as moonlight pierced through the veil of winter clouds. You would never have known the creature was there. Such creatures were created in those fortresses by beings from far beyond our world, our stars for that matter. They came not to befriend us like they would have us believe, but to take all that we possessed, our minerals, artifacts, technology, and lives. They first came to us, telling of stories about their home world being destroyed after their son died. We welcomed them with open arms, only to witness the horror of their fortresses breaching our heavens and landing in the valleys. Like a wildfire storm, their machines lay waste to many of our defenses, but for the mystical dragon guardians who fought heroically. It seemed we had put them on the back foot, pushing their forces back. Then they released their latest weapons, powerful and highly skilled genetically enhanced creatures. The beings called them leopard ninja, but something went wrong. A small group creatures began attacking the machines and the fortresses. In a matter of days, we had all but won the war. We united for one last battle. The Guardians took heavy casualties, as did we. Near the end, only the king of the Guardians, Mayjogg, remained, and in a desperate bid he used his emerald heart to vanquish the central command fortress with his greatest weapon, all the while for some unknown reason to us all, protecting the genetic pod farm from the blast, and in doing so sacrificing himself. The remaining leopard ninjas turned against their creators, and in the face of defeat the beings marshaled the remaining fortresses and left. The leopard ninjas disappeared into the wilderness, and we began to rebuild. For 400 years we prospered in peace, occasionally sighting the creatures but never seeking them out. Then one evening reports began circulating of small craft sightings dropping from the heavens. A tale has it that around the time of these sightings, a soul creature lay waiting in a large tree, its silhouette barely visible and its eyes sparkled ever so briefly when hit by moonlight. It calmly sunk its teeth into large fruit, juices streaming out of the fruit momentarily before being consumed. Despite the chilled breeze rustling through the branches, the creature's keen hearing picked up the sound of two trikes heading up the pass toward the cliff-top tree.
Trooper, you're drifting. How many times must I tell you? Keep to the verge of the road. Stay well clear of the center line before you get yourself picked off. This is enemy territory, not a simulation. Do I make myself clear? See that large tree on the bend up ahead? Follow in behind me. I need a relief stop. Take up a covering position using the trikes as cover while you watch my 6. And Trooper, hold off on the chatter. I don't want any surprises because you couldn't keep a lid on.
Still can't believe you volunteered me for some useless sightseeing by bloody moonlight. I could have been hitting the million deck by now, damn it. And I can tell you for nothing, Sarge, maybe we should swap. You ride next to the edge of that bloody dead man's drop and I'll hug the face of that hillside. What do you think? Hey, Sarge. Sarge. Come on, Sarge, you know there's no bloody cover here, and I'm no fan of that drop-off either. Gives me the sheer willies. I'll be happier once we finish up this reckon and scarper back to the dropship. I really don't like the feel of this place. It's unnatural, that's what it is. Hate this place. Everything wants to eat you out here. Sarge.
Trooper.
Sarge. Christ's sake, Sarge.
What did I say about the chatter?
How much longer are you
Keep
going
it
to
down.
be back there? It's like something is out there, watching us. Can't see why we didn't just saturate it all with a carpet drop. Waste everything, then come get what we're here for and finish this hellhole from orbit. Sarge.
Trooper.
Sarge. Are you
Shut
listening
it.
to me?
We're not alone.
Sarge.
What was that
636 to drop 1. 636 to drop 1.
sound? Is that A?
What the hell? Oh shit.
According to the witness, the creature dropped the remains of its large fruit between the 2 Imperial troop riders who appeared surprised. The creature dropped down from the branches in a shadowy blur and dispatched both Imperial troopers before they raised their weapons. The creature removed anything of value and then pushed the trikes off the cliff, followed by their riders. The creature then disappeared for a brief moment, reappearing directly behind the shocked witness, where it dropped the Imperial troopers' possessions on the ground before disappearing again. A note tucked into one of the Imperial jacket's top pockets crudely read, "Our former masters have returned. Make ready, war is upon us all."